Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V Series V's. I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff that, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting to do a sub sandwich review today, but here we is. We'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? It happens to be my live act shirt. That's what I'm going with. I think it's because I think that I heard them say lilac, but like I think I just heard it because that's a V. So it's got to be lilac, right? I don't know. What the hell is lilac or lilac? I'm not, however you want to pronounce it. They are a band that I became aware of pretty recently. Just a few days ago, I was out at a show for a band called The Killer's Confession, and these folks, they're out of North Carolina. They were one of the bands that was on tour with them. I'd never heard their stuff before, I'd never heard of them before, but they blew me away. Like, instantly I was down with what they were doing. Loved their set, loved the energy they put into it. You know, for being a band that, you know, obviously, you know, they're kind of up and coming and everything like that. That's kind of how I'm looking at them right now. From what I saw, they have all the tools to be, you know, like a proper, like, you know, headlining touring band. You know, it's just going to be that thing of, you know, getting enough fan base behind them and everything. But at least they got me for what the hell that's worth. But I think they're fucking awesome. I got the shirt. I got some videos of their performance, which I do actually have on this channel, just in case maybe you want to check those out, see what they're about. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, at least as far as much as I know about it so far. But anyway, so what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Sub sandwich review, eh? Yes, indeed, folks. So I went out, was kind of doing some errands in an area I'm not usually at, and originally I planned to go get some coffee. I didn't want to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, so I wanted to see if they had like a local place. And they did. Turns out it's a place called Boom Fulla Beans, which I appreciate the fun, you know, little pun name. And yeah, it turns out they're like a cool little coffee and sandwich shop. I just got through reviewing one of their shakes, their Milli Vanilli milkshake. Go watch that review. But it turns out they also do sandwiches, and it turns out that they do sub sandwiches. This sub sandwich happens to be their, where is it? Their Plead the Fifth, which is their classic Italian sub, which consists of salami, capicola, mortadella, provolone, an oil mix, lettuce, and tomato. And I got it toasted, which normally I don't do for Italian sub sandwiches, but she asked and I inherently blurted it out, and then I was too awkward to take it back. But what with this being a sub sandwich review, folks, I do have to preface it quickly with three things. Number one, for over 3 years now, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. What that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, restaurants, the freaking break room at my work. I've been trying out sub sandwiches. I've been reviewing them. I've been posting them to my YouTube channel. But I'm such a nice guy, I don't just post them to my YouTube channel. That's where number two comes into play. Because I go over there, I post them to a specific playlist called Subs for Subs. Time I'm doing this, folks, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews in that playlist, okay? I have not missed a sub sandwich review in all the time that I've been doing this. And when do I go over there and post up those sub sandwich reviews, folks? That's where number three comes into play. And that's because it's Sunday, because Sunday is SUBday. That is the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews, put them in that playlist. Like I said, 3 years now, I haven't missed a Sunday. You're always going to get at least one sub sandwich review. But let's try out their take on the Italian sub. I do so love an Italian sub, so this very well wrapped. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. That's not bad looking. Let's get, because of course we gotta get a thing for the thing Lego. All right. And it looks like we're gonna do something like that, maybe. Kind of Okay. let's try out this sub. A little bit small if I'm just going off visual, but it has a good density of meat, so. Not gonna lie, I like the toasting of the bread. That's pretty damn tasty. That's properly tasty. Yeah, that's a good fucking sub. Even after the toasting, it has a really nice fresh taste to it. Like the veg and everything, biting into the tomatoes. I know some people don't like raw tomatoes. I love raw tomatoes. Bursting with flavor. Really nice in that regard. The oil mix is nice. I don't think they did too much of it or anything. You know, they pretty much nailed exactly where I like it. Where it's a little bit drippy and everything, you know, but like it's not oversaturating everything to the point where it's taking away. It's just adding that nice, like, zingy, oily taste to it. That's really good. And then the meat itself is pretty solid. You know, you're getting what you're supposed to be getting out of it. You're getting the, you're definitely getting that nice kind of slightly saltiness from the salami. That always works really well with the oil flavor in these type of sandwiches. That's just really good. The only thing that works against this a little bit, for one, it could be a little bit bigger. I'm just saying. But then again, I'm this guy. I'm a fat guy. But no. Actual potential slight criticism is the toasting. So, and here's the thing. Overall, it's really nice. Like, genuinely, this is a really nice, tasty Italian sub. I'm surprised at how nice it is, because I've eaten a lot of subs, and I've had a lot of bad Italian subs over that time, and I've had some really good ones. I would classify this as a really good one. But I do like my Italian subs cold. The toasting of it, and this is my fault. Again, so this isn't their end of things, because I could have requested it non-toasted. I blurted it out. I do think it's better as a cold sub. I think the toasting, it kind of feels like it augments a few of the flavors just a little bit. Kind of goes over there, you know. I do like the toasting of the bread. I think that's actually really nice. But yeah, I think for all intents and purposes, really nice Italian sub sandwich. Just if I were going to get it again, I would get it cold instead of toasted. Because again, I just feel like it throws a few things off. The way, you know, some of the things that I'm expecting from it. Now, all that said, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I have to go with absolutely and absolutely. Like I said, this is a really nice sub sandwich. I'm not going to put it in the upper tier structure of some of the sub sandwiches that I've had, because like I've had some really, truly stellar sub sandwiches. But this, I would qualify as being like, it's in there as far as like, you know, maybe not in the upper tier, but maybe right below it. The ingredients taste good. It's well prepared. Again, I like the way they did the oil and everything. And for me, one of the things I love about person has a very interesting painted car. One of the things I love about a sub sandwich is when you get everything right, all the proportions are there. It kind of becomes one homogeneous flavor, and it's basically just an Italian sub sandwich flavor, and it's amazing. This, I feel, as a cold sub sandwich, probably would have achieved that. As a hot sub sandwich, again, I think it threw a few things off, but overall, still really nice. And I really will genuinely want to go back and get it again as a cold sandwich and kind of see, you know, compare and contrast. And I'd like to try some of their other ones too, because I think they did a really good job with the Italian. And if I'm recommending it, I mean, this is my first time to this particular establishment. Oh, and by the way, with this being a local establishment, it's also going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. I forgot to mention that in my other review, but the vanilla shake will be in there also. But yeah, no, I mean, out of the two things that I had, both of them were really nice. They tasted good. The staff were really nice. I like the atmosphere of the place. But yeah, man, like, this is a good sub. And, coffee and sandwich places, obviously, they're a dime a dozen. But to actually go over there and pull it off and make it work and make it worth investing in, I personally think that they nailed it with this, because this is a really good sandwich. Like, it's almost a deli quality sandwich. So, but anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Over there, yourselves a truly Italian-style subtastic rest of your life, because Italian subs are great. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, how do you like your subs? Are you cold sub fan, hot sub fan? For me, I'm definitely more cold. Like, I like both. Let me get that out of the way. But I like cold more than I like hot. There are certain ones that obviously, like your meatball subs, you got to get that hot. But when it comes to like any of the cold cut ones, cold. Gotta be cold, man. For me, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's just a better overall experience. I think that's one of the things that hurts Potbelly a little bit for me. Like, I like Potbelly stuff, but I like their sandwiches that work as hot sandwiches more than cold sandwiches that they toast. So, but let me know what your thoughts are. Anyway.